representatives from various civil society organizations, faith and religious leaders present, members of the press, members of the Malawi Red Cross Society, medical staff from Blantyre District Health Office, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We did promise yesterday that we'll have another briefing today, and here we are keeping our promises. Our distinguished guests and everyone listening, we are continuing as Malawi Electoral Commission to update you to ensure that you are aware of what is going on around the electoral process. So this is one of the briefings among the many that we have had so far, and we'll continue as we promised to give you such briefings until the last minute or the last dot of the electoral process. Our distinguished guests, let me request the chairperson of the Malawi Electoral Commission, Justice Dr. Jane Ansah, SC, Justice of Appeal, to address us. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you. My fellow commissioners, MEC Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Samuel Fandika, the Deputy Chief Elections Officers and staff from MEC, the UN Chief Technical Advisor, Mr. Richard Cox, heads and representatives of all observer missions, ambassadors, and heads of diplomatic missions to Malawi, representatives from all political parties and candidates, representatives from various government ministries, departments, and agencies, Malawi Police Service and Malawi Defense Force officers present here, representatives of various civil society organizations, faith and religious leaders present here, members of the press, members of the Malawi Red Cross Society, medical staff from the Blantyre District Head Office, ladies and gentlemen. My fellow Malawians, you are well aware that until now, we are all waiting for the High Court to provide a ruling on the injunction obtained against the announcement of the presidential elections results. Our legal team has been present at the High Court premises in Lilongwe since 8:30 a.m. this morning in anticipation of a ruling on the matter. I would like to assure you that the Commission is duly prepared and ready to announce the results immediately after court allows. As for now, the Commission continues to determine the results of local government elections. As you are aware, that there are 462 wards, and compiling the results for each of them is a long task. But be rest assured, we have made good progress. We are on schedule to announce everything within the 8 days period stipulated by law to announce elections results. Meanwhile, I would like to request my fellow Malawians, especially the youth, to remain calm and let the law take its due course. We are a peace-loving people, and let us pledge to maintain the peaceful environment of our beloved Malawi. Here, I would also like to appeal to all the party leaders to rise up to the situation and urge their supporters to remain calm. The slightest of irresponsibility during this period is enough to disrupt peace and order in the country. My fellow Malawians, The Commission will advise when the next update will come. May God bless you. Amalawi anzanga, monga mukudziwa, kunena kuti tonse Malawi Electoral Commission ndife tonse tikudikira chigamulo cha kukhoti malingana ndi chiletso chimene chilipo. Malawyers athu akhala ali kukhoti kuyambira 8:30 mawa uno ndipo mpaka pano adakadikirabe. Koma ndikufuna ndikutsimikizireni Amalawi anzanga kuti ife oyendetsa chisankho tili bwino, ndife okonzeka kunena kuti tiulutse mayina a zotsatira za zisankho makamaka za mtsogoleri wa dziko. Izi zichitika akangopereka chigamulo choti ife tichite choncho. Padakali pano ife bungwe la zisankho tidakapitirirabe kuwunikira zotsatira za kuponya voti kosankha makansala. Izi tatsala pang'ono kumaliza ndipo zonse tikukhulupirira ziulutsidwa masiku 8 asadakwane olasadapitirire. Koma Malawi anzanga ndikupempha onse achinyamata kuti tiyeni tipitirire kusunga bata ndi mtendere mu dziko muno. Komanso ndikupempha akuluakulu azipani kunena kuti muyankhule anthu anu achinyamata ndiwo kutsatirani kunena kuti akhale abata. Chifukwa kanthu kakang'ono kungosokonezeka katha kusokoneza mtendere wa mdziko muno. Ife tikudziwa kuti ife Amalawi ndife anthu okonda mtendere. Ndi mawu awa ndati ndikudziwitseni kuti tikuwuzanibe kunena kuti kunena kuti tikupatseni update, tikupatsani nthawi yanji olo tsiku liti. Koma khalani tcheru chifukwa tikuwuzani kunena kuti next update ili nthawi yakuti yakuti. Zikomo kwambiri kuti mukukhala nafe, zikomo kwambiri kuti mukupezeka. Ambuye akudalitseni, Ambuye adalitse dziko la Malawi. Zikomo.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chairperson. As a custom and practice, we will take questions from the media. I would request my colleagues from the press that we do rehearse our questions before picking our mic, so that when we pick the mic, you go straight to the questions. Don't give us the background or a preamble. Thank you.
I'm John Apangugu. Thank you, Wanda. I'm John Apangugu from Full FM Radio. Many more for the as a commission, the Nogonzega Kulutsa Zotsatira. Court, the Kapelika Shikamulo, Chokuma Swan. Tipanga Shu, in the next 1 hour, court, you can now go ahead with the results of the presidential elections. Movie leader Kulutsa as many as when there are still some concerns, as many even as we hold this press briefing. Are you going to be satisfied eventually when you have delivered free, fair, and credible elections? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam. Wanda Msisia of Ulu Television. I did ask this question on the very first day, but allow me maybe to repeat it because I know the make chair tried to explain it, but I think it was probably a departure from what was agreed. Sorry, someone, I needed to give that background. According to the parties present in this house, they said there was an agreement with the Malawi Electoral Commission that when the results have been received here at the military center, before they are vetted and announced by Malawi Electoral Commission, they will be shared with political parties, given 15 minutes so that they can verify those results with the monitors. But that is not the case. That is not what is happening. So there is a departure from what has been agreed so that the Malawi Electoral Commission...
I will intervene on that one. Which party has not received the results? Sorry.
No, I'm not saying they have not received the process.
No, which party has not received...
Someone, you are not getting my question. My question is, the procedure was that before they are given the results, before the auditors have audited the results, they must be given to the political party so that they should check at that stage. They have been given already audited, which is a departure from the agreement. Okay? Now, what is happening now is that they are disputing, if they are disputing something that has already gone through the whole process. It's like there is a duplication of work. This would have been avoided if political parties were given these results to check before they are finally audited and verified by MEC. Thank you very much.
In Jameson, Jauga, ku Times. Madam Mugona uti ngati MEC dzulo munakanitsitsa lusiku yankhulapo kanthu nkhani ya recount chifukwa ikanali kubola milandu. Komabe mavuto kumalingana ndizo tsada za chisankho zikanabwerabe. With or without recount, mwina mukuona ngati mugwiritsa ntchito njira itiyo kuti muthanirane ndi mavuto amene anthu amene atenga kugawa pa chisankho chimenechi akupereka musanalengeze zotsatira. Komanso chachiwiri mwatiuza pano kuti ngati MEC ndinokonzeka kuwulutsa zotsatira za chisankho cha president. Koma tikudziwa kuti mavuto akanalipo, makwerezi akanalipo, ndizotsatira zimene mukuti ndinokonzeka ngati MEC kuwulutsa ngakhale lero zwatatakulola. Zikhala zomwezo zimene zili ndi mavuto amene azipani akunenawa zimwe kwambiri.
Tinangati Arnold Nereba kutoka ku Full FM Radio. Ndimafuna kufunsa kuti ma result sheet amene anafika anali ndi TPEX. Zotsatira zake mwazipanga include mu zotsatira zimene mfuna kulengezazo. Funso lachiwiri. Restraining order imene chipani cha Malawi Congress inatenga chinakamba kuzonda kuti apart from kusiya kulutsa zotsatira za chisankho mumayenaso kupanga recount votes in at least 10 districts. Padakalipana, while you are packaging the injunction, are you working on the recount of the votes, or how difficult is it for the commission to engage into that task?
Zimwambiri madam, ndi Smart Sojera, chokera ku Yonebo FM Radio. Solanga ndali ngono wambiri, mangofuna ntangodziwa kutengera zotsatira za ma MPs oti munalengeza kale. Komabe tinamva kuti panali mavuto analipo musanalengeze. Osalephera munthu ndi munthu, ngakhale munachita sort out mavuto mukapika conclusion sikuti onse mwina amatha kuphunzitsidwa. I don't know after kuchita announce many official results ama MPs. Sindikudziwa kuti if there are any queries that are still haunting your office padakali panopo. Ngati alipo ma queries amenewo, ma complaints amenewo ndi angati komanso akuchokera mbali zake ziti. Mwina kungonjezeraso pamenepo munakambapo pano paindi kudikira zotsatira za makansala. Munakambapo kuona kuti pali pacha munakuona kuti pali ma complaints okwana 147 if I'm not wrong. 147 never just generalized. Koma panopo mwina kumbali ya makansala pamene kudikira kuti mutuluse. Ndi angati amene akukhuza kumbali ya makansala special. Thank you all.
Ino ndine Simon Shuba kutokera ku UBC. Pa msonkhano omwewo munakambapo kuti malinga ndi mabungwe ya Commonwealth, ECF ndi ena anakamba kuti chisankho chinali cha free, fair, komanso cha transparent. Komanso yonse omwe anena pa ma settlement yawo omwe atulutsa atatha kuyendera chisankho chimenechi. Ngati abunge la MEC mukumva bwanji pamene zipani zina zikunena kuti chipani makamaka chisankho sichinaende bwino zomwambi.
Zomwambi muna ndiye abemchapa mpando amala Electoral Commission kuti ayapima kusamenya akamaliza kuyankha ali pasama otsekera.
Thank you so much for all the questions. The first one is that should there be a court an order to allow the commission to go ahead and announce? Are we going to do that? The answer is yes. We must understand that MEC is not working in a vacuum. MEC was established by law, and there are laws that govern the management of elections. MEC is the only sole institution mandated to manage results, to manage the elections. But MEC, in order to be transparent, learning from what happened in the past, came up with the processes, improved the processes, that the whole process should be transparent, from the beginning to the end. And MEC has never gone into any agreement of what one of you was claiming, that there was an agreement that before the auditors audit, we are going to give the results. If you can recall, from the very beginning, I have been saying, look at the setup there. You have been here. When I'm pointing, you look at the setup. I have said over and over again, sharing the process with everybody here. And I know the people that are asking questions, you are the same ones that have been asking questions at every update, which means you know and you hear. Please, don't be selective in your hearing. I am pointing again there. You are within, you can see the setup there. That is the management body of elections set up according to our program and the processes that we put up. The results are received. As soon as the results are received, they are printed. Can you see the printers there? Who asked that question? In case you are not seeing, please stand up and look on my left. I have been saying, the first is where the printers are. You print the results. The next table is where the auditors are. The auditors first audit. After that, there's a table where the MEC staff is. They go through the results. From there, they will go to the commissioners. And after the commissioners, it will come back, and when the commissioners have endorsed, that is when it is given to political parties. Please be very, understand very well. MEC is the one managing results, managing elections. It has got the mandate. It will abrogate our duty if we receive results and we say we give to political parties to look at them. Then it is not us working. It is the political parties. We have not given our responsibility to anybody. All we have done is that we be transparent, we move together according to our processes. And when you are saying there are outstanding queries, which queries? As far as we are concerned, the queries I shared with you yesterday, and I said we received one query, written query from Malawi Congress Party. There were, I think, on that letter about 6 issues, which we responded to. And all the other queries that we thought they were very important, we should check, we should deal with them. We picked them from social media. from your own questions. You were asking us from the social media. So we said we have picked from the journalists. They are asking this question. Let us follow up. And those questions, those queries, Madando and Nenewowo, they came from you, and we attended to them. As I am talking now, we have given the results to all the results for presidential election to all stakeholders that are concerned. I believe, including even members of the press, you have copies. Because at first, the complaint was that we were giving soft copies to the political party representatives, but you members of the press, you have the hard copies. Now, after we gave the copies, for the members, the representative of political parties to cross-check, we are not getting feedback up to now. So as far as we are concerned, there are no queries. There are no complaints. It means, I said it yesterday, and I'm saying it again today. If the political party representatives, in receipt, in their possession, they have the results, and they keep quiet, it means they agree. So they are agreeing. At the moment we do not have any complaints because we have received none. So that is how it is. MEC is managing the elections. That's the legal mandate that we are given. But we have been transparent in our processes, that we have allowed all those concerned to be part and parcel according to our processes that we have laid down. That's why you can see, go back to history. What were the processes in 2014? In 2014, people were not given results sheets. In 2014, there were no auditors. In 2014, there were no copies of Form 60 and 66 given to monitors. In 2014, we did not move together. There were no auditors at the constituency tally center. So there's something different, and yet we still are in charge of the whole process. We are not going to abrogate from our legal responsibility. We are here to do it. As for the other question, I've been saying, you know, I am a judge, and I know what sub judice rule means. A matter that is with the court is not for the public domain to comment on. Yes. Thank you. Someone asked about the queries, complaints for MPs. Yes? Yesterday, I gave the statistics. I said there were 124 complaints from MPs. We dealt with them. We have sent them to the DCs for them to collect them. And 18 complaints for local government elections. And most of them are touching on the issue of handout. And I explained that the issue of handout, the responsibility is not with MEC. The responsibility is with the registrar of political parties. So we have referred them to go to the registrar of political parties, who I believe will institute investigations. Should there be evidence, it will lead to criminal prosecution. As for international observers, international observation, when international observers come into the country, they contact stakeholders. There are civil society people here who were contacted by these civil international organizations, political parties, candidates, and all those that stakeholders. The last institution to be contacted, to have a meeting with, is the MEC. So they have what you told them, the preparations and how you were seeing it. And after that, normally, they will issue statements 2 days after that. And when they issue statements, it is press briefing. I am sure that maybe all of you were present when the various international observer missions gave their statements. And their statements in the public domain. We have the copies of their statements. And their statements indeed commended everything. You know, they look even at the process. Because one of the questions they ask is, how prepared are you for the coming elections? And in looking at the preparedness, in looking at how everything is said, we will give them what is on the ground. And they know, they are aware of the processes. They went there to the field. They actually witnessed. Maybe some of you saw them when you were at the polling stations. And they were taking notes. They were observing. And from what they gathered from stakeholders, and from what they witnessed at the polling stations, they were able to come up with those statements. And those statements, it is not just recommendation, they have even, not just the praises, they will give the whole process and then make recommendations where they need to make recommendations. And those recommendations are for the purposes of future elections, so that the challenges, if there are any, that are bedeviling a particular election should not be repeated in the next. That is why you find out that we have made a lot of changes, because we had recommendations from international observers that came in 2014. We had a post-mortem meeting with the stakeholders, and together with the stakeholders, we came up with this in order to improve the whole process so that there are no problems. So, indeed, I will go and agree with the international observers what they observed, because they did not only hear from us, but they heard from all the stakeholders. I believe I have answered, because some of the questions were overlapping, and I repeat, we have not received any complaints despite our processes, and we are not going to divert from our processes that we laid down together with the stakeholders, and we are expecting that since there is no feedback, it means everything is fine, it is okay. Thank you. Panali funso laonena kuti kodi kukabwera chigamulo ku khoti kuti tipitirize tiulutse zotsatira za chisankho cha president, kodi tiulutsa pamene pali mavuto ambirimbiri? Ndene kuyankha kwanga ndikwakuti tiulutsa. Mavuto ambirimbiri akwadziwa ndi amene amayankha amafunsafunso, chifukwa ife malingana ndi ndondomeko imene tinakhazika tilibe mavuto. Mavuto zovuta zonse zimene zinabwera tinayankha ndipo tidagwiriza nazo ntchito. Ndiye panalinso funso lonena kuti ifeyo tinali pa mgwirizano kunena kuti zotsatira zikabwera, oyamba kulandira zotsatira zimenezo ndiye achipani ndi opikisana nawo. Ndiyene ndikuti kuyambira pachiyambi mmene ndikukhala pano ndakhala ndikumanena kuti makulonzerani uko, mukuona uko, ndakhala ndikunena kuti poyambapo apo ndi pamene akulandirira akabwera malizati ndiye akumachita print. Mukaona maprint ali uko akachita print pamenepopo. Tebulo lachiwiriro ndi pamene pali maoditala. Maoditala akapatsidwa zochitidwa print akaziunikira akupereka tebulo lachitatu pamene pali ogwira ntchito kumeki akuluakulu amene akuziunikanso. Zikachoka pamene paja agwirizana nazo ndi pamene zikupita kumbuyo kwa makomishonala kuti tikaziunikire ndi kugwirizana nazo ndi kusayinira. Kumeneko tikasayinira ndi pamene zikumabwera ndi kuzichita print bwinobwino ndi kuzigawa. Chifukwa chogawira nchonena kuti ifeyo pa ndondomeko yathu tidayamba nanu kugwira ntchito komwe koponyera mavoti. Chifukwa koponyera mavoti paja kunali form 60 and form 60 tinena kuti mamonitors apatsidwe ndipo adapatsidwa. Kwa constituency center form 66 adapatsidwa. Ndiye tudziwa kuti panopo onse opikisana nawo adapatsidwa zimene mamonitor awo anapatsidwa. Ndiye tikamanena kuti unikirani kodi mugwirizana nazo? Tikunena izo chifukwa tikudziwa kuti muli nazo zoziyenereza zonena kuti nimukatha kuunikira. Munakakhala kuti simunali ndi form 60 ndi 66 sitidakakufusani kuti unikirani. Komanso tinanena kuti ma-originals adzabwera. Kodi ndi ma-original achati? Ma-original amene timanena ndi form 60 ndi form 66 ali uko. Ngati pali china chovuta ndinanenapo dzulo kuti UTM anadandaula ndi zotsatira za kumzuzu. Chimene tinachite from original yapo tinakachita pull out. Original ya kumzuzu ndikuyang'ana iwo ali ndi kope yawo ya monitor. Titayang'ana ndikuona kuti ndizosiyanadi. Ndiye nthawi imene ija sitidawulutse adakonzeratu ndikuonetsetsa kuti mbenezi panachepetsedwa pakwaniritsidwa. Ndiye ife tidakadikirabe kunena kuti ngati pali zina zimene zili zosiyana ndi mmene tidekira ndondomeko yathu ife tili pano kulandira. Kuti limodzi tikatenga ma-original ja ndikutenga ndi anu ndikufanizira ngati zili zosiyana zikhala choncho. Ndi chifukwa chake dzulo munaona kuti ena anafunsa atolankhani kunena kuti ayi malo akuti mavoti adayenda motero mudalakwitsa. Posachedwa original inabwera pano. Nonse muli pano munaona ndipo munamva. Ine ndikunena motsindika mwina atolankhaniwo tikuwafunsa kuti kodi mafiga amene tawerenga akugwirizana. Mwina ananena motsamwidwa koma ndikutsimikizireni ananena kuti akugwirizana. Tamvetsetsa Amalawi? Amalawi tiyeni tionetsetse ndikumvetsetsa ndondomeko ndikuona kuti kodi idakhazikitsidwa bwanji for what purpose. Tikatero ndiye zitithandiza. Ndiye chifukwa chachimeneko chokuti malingana ndi ndondomeko imene tinayika ifeyo ngati opatsidwa udindo ndi lamulo m'Malawi muno ndi oyendetsa zisankho okha ameki amene ali ndi udindo oyendetsa zisankho. Tinaona kuti tiyike ndondomeko imeneyi. Chifukwa ndondomeko imene kubwera pano imene ndinena kuti mukuchita suggest ndondomeko imeneyo ndiyofuna kutilanda udindo wathu kuti inuyo muyambe kuyendetsa chisankho. Sizili choncho ndipo sitidatero. Zimene ife tanena ndizonena kuti ife ngati amene tili ndi udindo oyendetsa chisankho tili pano koma kunena kuti tionekere poyera kuti palibe zachinyengo tiyeni tiyendere limodzi. Tikupatsani kanusu yake inu tiyeni chitani mwakuti ndi zimene tutakhala tikuchita. Ndi chifukwa chake takhala tikumakambirana nanu kuyambira kalekale chaka chatha. Takhala timakhala ndi mamitingi nkumanena kuti pano tili pakuti pano tili pakuti tiyeni tiyendere limodzi. Inu anzathu taphunzitsani mamonitala mpaka tidakonza chikonzero choti mamonitala anu akhale pakozi aphunzitsidwe kuti akachite zolondoka. Ndi chifukwa chake tikunena kuti chifukwa ife tikutsata ndondomeko imeneyi tikuyembekezera kuti chifukwa choti takhala tikuyendera limodzi aliyense atsata ndondomeko imeneyi. Ngati inu mwaganiza kuti mukanena madando anu kwa mtolankhani kaneneni, iwowo akuthandizani mmene angathandize. Koma amene ali ndi udindo oyendetsa chisankho ndi ameki, ndipo ndi ameki amene akupatsani malizatsi, ndi ameki amene akupatsani zothekera, ndi ameki amene angachite make a difference. Ndiye tikatero ndikufunanso kunena kuti mwachimvemvemve panalibe mgwirizano oti ife udindo wathu owerengera mavoti tipereka kokhudzidwa ndi mavoti kuti zikangobwera tapatsa ayi. Ndondomeko ndimene tanenayo. Ndiye ndimafunsidwanso kunena kuti kodi zokhudzana ndi zakukhoti. Ndana kuti ine zokhudzana ndi zakukhoti sindiyankhulapo chifukwa lamulo la kukhoti ndilonena kuti nkhani kakangofika kukhoti m'manja mwanu yachoka. Ndiye m'manja mwathu yachoka yonena kuti sitingathenso tikuyankhulapo. Ndi chifukwa chake ndakufotokoza kuti chimene tachita tauza maloya athu apite. Maloya athu tsopano ndi almost 24 hours chifukwa nthawi imene inakambiridwa nkhani inali ma 3-4 anatha. Pano ndi 5 koloko. Ndiye kuti maloya athu akhalali kukhoti kulilongwe kuyambira 8:30 mawa mpaka nthawi ino. Izi tikugawana nanu chifukwa ndi zodziwikiratu. Ndiye tanena kuti maloya athu chimene tinganenepo ndi chokhacho, koma kuti mutichite draw tidzikanena zinthu za mulandu umene uli mukhoti iyayi sitikambapo. Ndiye panafuna funso lonena kuti kodi panali madando angati ochoka ma MP. Tinanoti nati madando onse analipo 147. Madando amenewo anali akwa president amene anachokera kwa MCP modzi yokha, koma pamenepo panali mfundo zokwanira 6. Ndipo panali madando aujeni ama MP ndi madando amakansela. Ndiye madando ama MP 124, madando amakansela 18. Madando onse tidawunikira ndi nkuwapatsa zotsatira zawo. Ndipo dzulo ndinanena kuti zotsatira za madando ama MP tatumiza ku district council kuma district. Ndiye amene adapereka madando apite kumeneko akamve kunena kuti kodi zotsatira zake ndi ziti. Koma madando amakansela ambiri akukhudza za kupereka ma handout, zomapereka zinthu kwa wanthu. Ndiye ife tikuti lamulo loletsa ma handout, mulamulomo amene oti agwire ntchito imeneyi ndi amene amapanga akuluakulu a registrar amene amalembera ma political parties ndi amene ali ndi udindo umenewo. Ndiye tawuza kunena kuti kwayankha kwake nkonena kuti ife tilibe udindo oti tipange zimenezi, koma pitani kwa registrar mukafotokozere mukadandole kumeneko, iwowo ndi akakuthandizani. Ndiye panali ya anzathu akunja amene amabwera kudzaonerera kuti kodi zisankho zikuyenda bwanji. Mabungwe akunja amene amabwera mdziko amabwera tsiku loponya voti lisadakwane, ndipo akafika mudzikomo amayamba akumana ndi mabungwe osiyanasiyana ndi anthu osiyanasiyana. Anthu amene amakumana nawo ndi awo amene akuyisana nawo amakumana nawo zibani za ndale, komanso amakumana ndi anzathu aja ma CSOs ndi anthu ena, ndipo amafunsa kuti kodi mmeneni mukuonera chisankhochi chatsala pang'ono kuchitika, kodi mukuganiza kuti bungweli loyendetsa zisankho layika ndondomeko mokwanira, kodi zina zitakataka zonse ndi zokwanira, zina zili zonse zachitika mokwanira, ndi amakhala akulembera. Akapanga zimene zija ndi amapita ndi kukakumana ndi abungwe loyendetsa mizisamu, ndi amatifotokozera takumana ndi akuti zimene atiuza ndi zakuti. Ifenso timapita nawo m'mamishoni amene mukunja, pakakhala kuti pali zinthu zimene anthu akudandaula amene awafikiramo, kaya ndi ma political parties, kaya ndi opanga nawo chisankho, timauza kuti koma anthu kuti akukudandaulani chakuti, akukudandaulani chakuti, pamenepo mudakaonetsetsa kuti pakhale mwakuti, ndiye mmene zimakhalira. Ndiye iwo achamati akatero salekera pompo, tsiku loponya voti amakakhala nawo konse koponyera voti, nawonso amadzuka ma 5 koloko ali koponyera voti. Pamene akamatenga bokosi lija kumati mukuona bokosili mulibe china chilichonse, nawonso amakhala kusuzumira. Tsopano kuti bokosili tikumata, nawonso amakhala kusuzumira. Mumaona nawonso akutenga nambala, chifukwa akatsegulira nawo amaonetsetsa kuti akatseke nawo, chifukwa pamakhala ndinoti ndondomeko imene timatsata, kodi chakuti mwachita observe, chakuti mwaonerera, chakuti chilipo, ndiye amakhala ndi kalisti kamene kaja nkumachonga. Ndiye kochonga komalizira kumakhala kokatseka ndi kokawerengera mavoti. Ndiye akaona zonse zija ndi pamene namakapereka chani statement yawo. Ndiye statement yawo adapereka mtolankhani onse watu analiko, kuma statement kumene amapereka ma statement international observers onse, ndipo atatha kupereka ma statement adaperekanso printed copies ndi kukhulupirira kwa mtolankhani, ifenso adadzatigawirako chifukwa ife tinali busy. Ndiye chifukwa cha zimenezi tikunena kuti ndi mmene zimayendera za anzathu akunja amene amadzatonerera kuti thandiza kuti zonse ziyende bwino. Apa tikungolandira uthenga kunena kuti chiletso chachotsedwa kutikonzekera kuti tiulutse.
Spider. Spider. Spider.
Thank you so much. When I was requesting the chair to answer the question, I had asked her to also give her concluding remarks. This marks the end of our press briefing, which we had told you that we are going to hold at 4 p.m. However, due to the developments we have had in the course, the Commission will be coming again in about 10 to 20 minutes time. Can I be heard in silence? Can I be heard in silence? The Commission might be coming again in another 10 to 20 minutes time to give you also the side of the Commission due to those developments. So if you can, please hang around. Thank you.
Find you to cut it.
3094 in Lilongwe 0999 918 658 0991 449 907 or 0991 317 475 in Zuzu 0999 383 332. Long live genuine democracy. Rainbow Television, the moment of truth has come. On 21st May, Malawians voted, and now we're waiting for who is going to be the president of the Republic of Malawi. Because of this, Rainbow Television will run congratulatory messages to the elected president. Book your slot now by calling our marketing executives on the following numbers. In Blantyre, 0888-839-162 or 0999-333-094. In Lilongwe, 0999-918-658, 0991-449-907 or 0991-317-475. In Zuzu, 0999-383-332. Long live genuine democracy. Rainbow Television, the moment of truth has come. On 21st May, Malawians voted, and now we're waiting for who is going to be the president of the Republic of Malawi. Because of this, Rainbow Television will run congratulatory messages to the elected president. Book your slot now by calling our marketing executives on the following numbers. In Blantyre, 0888-839-162 or 0999-333-094. In Lilongwe, 0999-918-658, 0991-449-907 or 0991-317-475. In Zuzu, 0999-383-332. Long live genuine democracy. Rainbow Television, the moment of truth has come. On 21st May, Malawians voted, and now we're waiting for who is going to be the president of the Republic of Malawi. Because of this, Rainbow Television will run congratulatory messages to the elected president. Book your slot.
Welcome once again from Blantyre. This is the main tally center, COMESA Hall, and wow. Anytime from now, ladies and gentlemen, the MEC team is going to come and probably announce the winner. This is according to the MEC chair, Justice Dr. Jen Ansah, senior counsel, who has just explained here that after going through everything, they were just waiting for the communication from the courts in the capital, Lilongwe, and we understand that an injunction which was applied by the Malawi Congress Party, MCP, has been vacated. So anytime from now, this team will be coming to explain exactly what is going to happen, mainly on the announcement of the one who has been elected as president of Malawi.
Now by calling our marketing executives on the following numbers. In Blantyre, 0888-839-162 or 0999-333-094. In Lilongwe, 0999-918.
Once again, we are saying this is the COMESA Hall Tally Center in Blantyre, where we have had 7 solid days of waiting upon who is going to be declared a winner in as far as the presidential elections are concerned. And shortly, according to the MEC team led by Justice Dr. Jen Ansah, senior counsel, the Justice of Appeal, she says anytime from now, probably in 10 or 20 minutes, they will be coming to announce the winner because an injunction which was applied by the Malawi Congress Party, MCP, has been vacated in the High Court in Lilongwe. So anytime from now, 10 to 20 minutes, we'll be getting these announcements from the MEC. Mwachidule tingofotokoza kuti akuluakulu a Malawi Electoral Commission motsogozedwa ndi wapampando wawo amene ndi Justice Dr. Jen Ansah afotokoza ndithu kuti akhale akutifotokozera mu mphindi zimene zikubwera 10 kapena 20 kuti wapambana chisankho chimenechi ndi ndani. Izi zikubwera kutsatira kuchotsa kwa chiretso komwe kwachitika ku Lilongwe ndi akubwalo la milandu lalikulu kumeneko amene afotokoza kuti tsopano chiretso chimene chomwe anatenga Malawi Congress MCP achichotsa. Ndiye mu mphindi 10 kapena 20 zimene zikubwera tikhale tikumva kuti amenewa alengeza motani. Mmene zikuteromu ndiye kuti amasuka a Malawi Electoral Commission kuti atifotokozere kuti wapambana ndi ndani. Koma on the ground amene zikuonekera komanso chisangalalo chimwe chinali muno atalengeza zimenezi achipani cholamula cha Democratic Progressive ndi amene akuoneka ngati kuti mtsogoleri wawo Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika ndi amene fotokoze pano kapena kumuulutsa kuti ndi amene wachita bwino pa masankho amenewa a president. So we are waiting anxiously to hear from the MEC chair on who has been elected as the Malawi leader and with how many votes and everything. So stay right there. We are here making sure that we give you bit by bit of everything happening here, as also the announcement and everything is going to be said by the MEC team. This is Aubrey Kusakala from Blantyre. Stay right there. Shortly, we'll be back here with Kingsley Jassy to analyze a speech recently made by the MEC chair. Welcome, Kingsley.
Hey, thank you.
Finally, seems like the storm is over.
Seems very soon we're going to complete the process. It's been long, 7 days here.
And it's been hectic.
Very hectic. You know, having false hopes now and then that maybe this time around we're going to get the final results, but things, we are really not that way. And we think that maybe now that the vacation has been done of the injunction, now maybe finally we're going to get the results.
Now, closer to the speech and after the questions by the journalists, it seems kuti make chair maluza temper.
Okay, that was my that was my first point. Now, maybe this press briefing, I think it has been emotive. I think make chair was somehow losing it.
Since yesterday.
Yeah, since yesterday.
Hectic stuff?
Maybe she's tired. You know, this process has been hectic.
Because she has been calm. Yes. Generally, she has been very calm.
Yeah, as you've said, to us journalists, it has been so hectic. To them as well, because they have been spending nights, you know, processing the results and the like, spending days. And I think that really got to her. And now she seemed she was losing it. Maybe now that we're getting closer to the final point, maybe now it's the time that maybe she has to rest.
Do you see her reaction when she received that communication that the injunction has
relieved.
finally been
She seemed
vacated?
relieved. She seemed relieved, like now saying, "Oh, finally, let's get done.
We can go home
now." Yeah, sure. I think even to us journalists, I think we've been here for some time. We have to get back home, and we can't go back home without getting the final results.
We're hitting the road, yes. We're hitting the road.
So, yeah.
Any time from now.
This is the time now, maybe that we have to go home.
Some have gone home already.
Some have
they
gone
given
home.
up?
I think so. You know, it seemed as if the process would go on and on. Okay, nobody knew that or expected that by this time around would be getting the communication that the High Court has vacated the injunction. So maybe most of the people were expecting that the process would go on and on. They were not sure as to how soon maybe the results would be out. But to us who were resilient enough, who've been here, waiting for the final moments when the results would be out, and luckily they are coming out today.
Wow. Wow. So in the next few minutes, we'll be having these results being brought here by the Malawi Electoral Commission, MEC. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching us from, you can WhatsApp us now and tell us what is the atmosphere there as we are waiting for the Malawi Electoral Commission to give us a result on who is the winner in as far as these presidential elections are concerned. WhatsApp us 0999 585800 0999 585800. What's the scenario? What's the situation wherever you might be right now across the country, or those who are watching from outside the country? The number 0999 585800. And after the announcement,
yes,
from the MEC chair, the reaction of DPP gurus who are here.
It was so indicative. You know, everyone was surprised that, I even heard somebody asking, do these guys know the results already? Because they seem to be celebrating like as if they knew the results that would be in their favor. And that, I think, grabbed attention of the whole. Like to say, okay, you know the results already. So yeah, it was quite surprising, because I assume that at this point in time, nobody knows the results. Okay, but perhaps they know the results. They celebrated. We saw the other parties where they kept...
it was inevitable, though. If MCP went to the courts, that means already they knew that the result was not better on their side.
But you can't tell, because maybe they were basing their arguments on the queries they had.
Thank you so much. We are crossing over now because the team is finally here. Get right there. Be right there. Don't move. This is Rainbow from the Tale Center, Comesa Hall, Blantyre.
Good. So, they have our carry set soon after.
Odumo mulikade.
Good evening once again. Good evening once again. The chairperson of the Malawi Electoral Commission, commissioners of the Malawi Electoral Commission, the UN Chief Technical Advisor, Mr. Richard Cox, heads and representatives of all observer missions present here, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of all political parties and candidates, representatives from various government ministries, departments, and agencies, the Malawi Police Service, the Malawi Defense Force, officers present here, representatives from various civil society organizations, faith and religious leaders present, members of the press, members of the Malawi Red Cross Society, medical staff from the Blantyre District Health Office, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start anything, let us all stand and sing our national anthem, because we had already done an opening prayer. Oh, God, Malawi,
hunger, disease, envy, join together, all our hearts as one, that we free from fear. Bless our leader, each and every one, and Mother Malawi.
Thank you very much. Let's get seated. Let me first introduce to you to the Commission before I make a few remarks and ask the chairperson to address us. First, let me introduce to you the Deputy CEO for Finance and Administration, Mr. Fanuel Hamsini. And next to him is Commissioner Reverend Clifford Waloi. And next to Commissioner Waloi is Commissioner Bishop Mary Nkosi. Commissioner Nkosi heads the Audit Committee in the Malawi Electoral Commission. And then at the far end we have Commissioner Madam Elvin Tafu. Next to Commissioner Tafu we have Commissioner Ambassador Yahya Madi. And next to him is Commissioner the Very Reverend Dr. Ilion Ngawi. Next to Commissioner Ngawi we have Commissioner Dr. Masted Moffat Banda. Commissioner Banda heads the Civic, Media, Civic and Border Education Committee in the Malawi Electoral Commission. Next to Commissioner Banda we have Commissioner Madam Linda Kunje. Commissioner Kunje heads the Finance and Administration Committee in the Malawi Electoral Commission. And next to Commissioner Kunje we have Commissioner Dr. Jean Matanga. Commissioner Matanga heads the Electoral Services Committee in the Malawi Electoral Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the chairperson of the Malawi Electoral Commission, Justice Dr. Jane Ansah, AC, Justice of Appeal. Honorable chairperson, please. Our distinguished guests and everyone who is listening to us out there throughout the country, as we promised that we'll be coming by in a few minutes. Here we are again to give you the latest update on the electoral process. But before we do that, or before I ask the chairperson to do that, let me say a few words. First, to thank you for your perseverance. You have been waiting for us. You have been there even when we were late, processing the results, discussing the complaints, and doing everything possible to make this process come to a conclusion. We are pleased this evening that we are getting almost there. Our distinguished participants or guests, let me say this. For any process to come to a conclusion, there has to be some concerted efforts from various stakeholders. And as the chairperson said earlier on when we were here, this process of results management was not a made process alone. We opened it up for one particular reason, to be as transparent as possible to the very end of the electoral process. We were mindful of the fact that the results transmission or results management process is one of the most important sub-processes of the electoral process. And we wanted everybody, especially political parties, who are a very important and key stakeholder in the electoral process, to be part of the process and ensure that whatever comes out is something that they are very much aware of and that they are very much in agreement with. I believe that process has been taking place since we came into this room on 21st May 2019. Coming to this far, our guests, we are very pleased that we have made so much progress. We have been working together we have been discussing together, we have been deliberating on every aspect that needed some clarification, and we believe that that window of opportunity for everybody to give their concerns so that they are addressed by the Commission was provided adequately. Let me, on behalf of the Malawi Electoral Commission, thank you most sincerely for being with us, for the support that has been provided throughout the process, which started on 20th February 2018 and which is about to end this May. The electoral process has been a cycle that everybody was brought in to participate throughout the journey. It has been so exciting because for the first time in Malawi's history, we have had so many changes that brought some kind of improvements in our electoral process. One of which is the biometric voter registration process, which saw the country for the first time producing a very credible voters register. The other thing I wanted to highlight is the audit that has been presented or that has been introduced in the results management process to add credibility as well as transparency and accountability to this results transmission process. These, our distinguished participants or guests, is something that the Commission would want to see in an effort to kind of improve and enhance the credibility of the electoral process. Our Honorable Chairperson, Commissioners, as Malawi Electoral Commission, we aim high. We aim to improve after every election, and we promise the Malawi nation that we'll keep on improving. Our Chairperson, Commissioners, and our distinguished guests, let me not waste a lot of time other than requesting you, Honorable Chairperson, to address us. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson.
My fellow commissioners, the Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Samuel Fatina, and the Deputy Elections Officer, Finance, and all members of staff from NEC. The UN Chief Technical Advisor, Mr. Richard Cox, heads and representatives of all observer missions, ambassadors and heads of diplomatic missions to Malawi, representatives of all political parties and candidates, representatives from various government ministries, departments and agencies, Malawi Police Service and Malawi Defense Force officers present here, representatives of various civil society organizations, faith and religious leaders present here, members of the press, members of the Malawi Red Cross Society, medical staff from the Blantyre District Head Office, ladies and gentlemen. My fellow Malawians, today, after High Court's ruling on the injunction of results, I come before you to announce the result that you have all been waiting for. The Commission has completed the tabulation of results and the queries and complaints raised after the elections have been addressed. We now have a winner of the presidential election held on Tuesday, 21st May 2019. Before I declare the winner, please allow me to walk you through the process. The journey to presidential elections started with 10 candidates submitting their nomination papers. 7 candidates made it to the final contest after 3 were dropped from the race due to various reasons. During the nomination process, the Commission learned many valuable lessons, and one that is undisputable is that we need to put in measures that ensure that only serious candidates should make it to the final contest. I wish to commend the 7 candidates for putting up a gallant fight. This election has been characterized by a campaign period full of enthusiasm and energy. Election rallies were intense, and we have witnessed that the candidates turned up in their best form to present their manifestos in the quest of wooing voters. I wish to commend all the responsible citizens that came to vote and waited patiently for the results. Election is a serious business. It defines the leadership and development of the entire country. Therefore, the process cannot be rushed. The Commission is not only responsible for preparing results, but also for ensuring that the results are credible and that all grievances and complaints are duly addressed. Now, after these issues have been resolved, the Commission is ready to pronounce the winner. My fellow Malawians, to ensure the credibility of the results, the Commission made an undertaking to give all political parties the scanned results sheets from polling stations so that they can also cross-check with their monitors. The purpose was that if they find an anomaly, they should lodge a complaint with the Commission. However, we saw the tendency that political parties rushed to the media instead of approaching the Commission. This tendency does not resolve matters. As we have witnessed, it only fuels public anxiety and heightens fear and panic among the public. The Commission had put in place several stages of cross-checking the results and had answers and justifications to almost each and every query, and had answers every query out there. I will give you an example of the district tally for Lilongwe. It was noted that the tallied district result of count in the bracket make.poll L073B end of bracket for the presidential election in Lilongwe district, as compiled by the district commissioner, had some discrepancies. According to his compilation, the total number of votes for each candidate were as follows: Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, MCP, 540,424. Dr. Saulos Chilima, UTM, 113,146. Professor Johnny Chisi, UP, 1,786. Reverend Kalia, Independent, 1,190. Mr. Peter Kwani, MMT, 1,180. Honorable Tupele Muluzi, UDF, 13,352. Professor Arthur Mutarika, DPP, 84,598. In this case, the district commissioner had erroneously captured the result for Lilongwe in Sinja North on Lilongwe, Kumachenga, thereby inflating the count for each candidate in the district. At the final stage of computerized counting, the commission captured the error and corrected the figures for Lilongwe Kumachenga constituency, which are Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, MCP, 530,941. Dr. Saulos Chilima, UTM, 113,909. Professor John Chis, UP, 1,575. Reverend Kalia, Independent, 1,046. Mr. Peter Kwani, MTD, 1,113. Atupele Muluzi, UDF, 13,064. Professor Arthur Mutalika, DPP, 82,080. The final computer count, therefore, captured the error and corrected it. If parties had sought clarification from MEC, the unnecessary public alarm could have been avoided. My fellow Malawians, the MEC also received varied complaints in relation to presidential elections. Allow me to cite some that attracted a lot of publicity. There was a complaint that the number of people who voted at Goliath Center in Tiolo East constituency was more than the number of registered voters. After investigation, the commission found out that at Goliath Center, there were 6,088 registered voters, out of which 5,287 voted. At Launderdale Center in Mulanje South, 5,015 registered to vote, and only 3,775 voters turned out to vote. At this center, we did an investigation, and all the monitors confirmed that the numbers sent to the Malawi Electoral Commission were correct. In Nsanje Central, a total of 24,262 voters were registered, and 17,774 registered voters cast their votes. It was alleged that the constituency returning officer was caught marking ballot papers and changing figures. The commission investigated the matter, and all the concerned parties confirmed that not a single figure was changed. All such complaints have therefore been dismissed as they were baseless. Now, I would like to come to the declaration of results. Fellow Malawians, voting in the tripartite elections took place on the 21st May 2019 in all the 5,002 polling stations. Out of 6,859,570 registered voters, 5,105,983 turned up for polling, representing 77.44%. A total of 74,719 votes were declared null and void, representing 1.9%. Before I go any further, let me repeat and emphasize here what I stated on the 25th of May 2019 when announcing the results for the parliamentary elections, that the election results are decided by the numbers of votes that each candidate secures. The Commission only facilitates the process by enabling voters to cast their votes for the leaders of their choice. It should also be clearly noted that the Commission does not favor any individual or political party. It only respects and represents the will of the people. It is the voter who decides who wins the election. The results of the voting are as follows. Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, Malawi Congress Party, 1,781,740 votes, representing 35.41%. Dr. Saulos Klaus Chilima, UTM, 1,018,369 votes, representing 20.24%. Professor John Eugene Chisi, Umoti Party, 19,187 votes, representing 0.38%. Reverend Hardwick Kalia, Independent, 15,726 votes, representing 0.31%. Mr. Peter D.S.D. Kwani of Mbakwaku Movement for Development, MMD, 20,369 votes, representing 0.40%. Atupele Muluzi, United Democratic Front, UDF, 235,164 votes, representing 4.67%. Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, 1,900,000. Presidential election, and we declare the presidential elections to be free and fair, and these results are the true reflection of the will of the people of Malawi. By the powers vested in me, by Section 80, subsection 2 of the Constitution, as read with Section 96, subsection 5 of the Parliamentary and Presidential Elections Act, I, Justice Dr. Jane Maim Ansar, SC, Justice of Appeal, hereby declare candidate Professor Arthur Peter as the President-elect of Malawi, and Everton Herbert Chimulire as the Vice President-elect of Malawi, following the 21st May 2019 presidential elections. On behalf of the entire Commission, I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the President-elect and his vice. You have been elected by the people of Malawi to lead them into a brighter future. You have been bestowed with the heavy responsibility of leading the development agenda of the nation for the next 5 years. I urge you to work and perform to your best and not betray the trust and the confidence of the people of Malawi who have elected you as their president and vice president. For those who have not made it this time, I say that this is the decision of the majority of Malawian voters, and we must accept it with grace and generosity. And I encourage you to continue to play your part in building Malawi into a greater nation. To everyone out there, I wish to say that what binds us together as Malawians is much stronger than what separates us into political parties. Let us all work together to save our country and to give our future generation a better, stronger, and prosperous Malawi. May God bless Malawi. I wish you well. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, our Honorable Chairperson, Justice Dr. Jane Ansa, SC Justice of Appeal.
Now the commission will be rising, and soon after that we are going to come here and explain what exactly is happening right inside the Tally Center, Comesa Hall, in the commercial city of Atlanta. Stay right there.
Listening out there, before we conclude our gathering, let us all stand for the national anthem once again. Oh God, bless our land of Malawi, keep the land of peace, put down each and every each and every one, and Mother Malawi. Thank you very much. Guest of honor, the chairperson of the Malawi Electoral Commission, Justice Dr. Jane Ansa, SC, all commissioners of the Malawi Electoral Commission, the Chief Technical Advisor, UNDP, Mr. Richard Cox, all representatives of political parties and candidates, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives from government ministries, departments and agencies, representatives from civil society organizations, representatives from all faith groups, our Malawi Red Cross, the representatives from the Ministry of Health and DHO Blantyre, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our press briefing today. But as you are aware, we still have one election to declare. The Commission will advise in due course when the next press briefing will be ready. So keep watching for your emails and all information channels for this communication. On behalf of the Malawi Electoral Commission, let me thank you most sincerely for showing up to this press briefing and for keeping peace and tranquility throughout the briefing. Let me wish you all the best as you travel back home. May God bless you. May God bless Malawi. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from the Tally Center, Comesa Hall in the commercial city of Blantyre. APM, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has been declared winner of the presidential poll in 2019. The polls that took place on the 21st of May 2019. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, the president once again is Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP. Tikufotokozereni kumene muliko kuti pakadali pano otsatira chipani cha DPP akuyimba komanso kunyadira kondwerera ndithu kuti mtsogoleri wawo ndi amene wapambana pa chisankho chimenechi. Tinene pano kuti malingana ndi Malawi Electoral Commission zotsatira zimene apeza, amene wapambana ndi Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika wa chipani cha DPP. Tibwerezanso amene wapambana pa chisankho cha pa 21 May 2019 kuno kwathu ku Malawi ndi Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika wa chipani cha Democratic Progressive DPP. So mkatimu muli ndithu zisangalalo zosiyanasiyana, anthu akukondwerera komanso kuyimba kunyadira ndi kuti mtsogoleri wawo wapambana. Posayira pompa tikhale tikufotokozerani kuti zayenda motani, but just briefly tikufotokozerani ndithu kuti zakhala motani. Pompo, as I'm being joined shortly by our chief reporter here, Kingsley Jassy. Breaking, Kingsley, finally. We are there.
Yes. Now we have the winner.
Should I say congrats to you?
No.
No, for the job well done.
Oh, all right, thank you. Thank you. Congrats to you too.
Thank you so much for the job well done. Now, this is how it's appearing here. We are going to pick the top three. The top most three. Number one, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, and he amassed
38%, that is 38.61%, and the total number of votes 1,940,709.
And then Dr. Lazarus Chakwera of the Malawi Congress Party, MCP, he amassed 35.41%, and the total number of votes are 1,781,740. And finally, the top three, Dr. Saulos Klaus Chirima of the United Transformation Movement, UTM.
And he got 1,018,369, representing 20.24%.
Now, that is it. Security is very tight now. We saw the soldiers from the Malawi Defense Force getting inside the building, making sure everything is normal, making sure there are no squabbles whatsoever. And we understand that the situation is also tight outside there, where a lot of soldiers from the Malawi Defense Force, including the Malawi Police Service, those that are coming from the mobile force in camouflage, are everywhere making sure security is tight. Here in Blantyre, mainly at the Tally Center, Comesa.
I saw, just before the announcement of the winner, of the results, I saw the security being beefed inside Comesa Hall. I saw the repositioning that was taking place amongst the soldiers. You know, they were making sure that everyone is safe. They were making sure that nobody disturbs the peace that has been there since the day one up to this day. So I saw that as a commendable job, because they know when once the results are announced, some people may start reacting, and they were not sure how they will react. And we saw the security being beefed. That was a commendable job by our security forces.
Shortly, Kingsley will be having Mr. Olen Maruunju from the National Initiative Education Trust, NICE, to tell us how he has seen the process so far. But we have to repeat once again, APM is the winner with 38.61% of the votes. And the votes are actually 1,940,709. We are still here at the Tally Center, Comesa Hall. Stay right there. Shortly, Mr. Maruunju from NICE Trusts. Just like I said, Mr. Olen Maruunju from the NICE Public Trust, and now in the studios with me, he has been here full-time, making sure that everything is going according to plan. They have been working together with Malawians, civic educating them, telling them a number of things on how we are supposed to go to vote as Malawians. And finally, we are here, the winner announced. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
You're great?
Good.
Are you sure you're looking so...
No, I'm okay only that you see it has been a long process.
Yes, hectic.
We have been here for almost
7 days, a week.
So, yeah, so see, it has been a very stressful moment. But now here we are.
Are you happy with the whole process?
I cannot answer the question whether I'm happy or not, but you see, as NICE, 3 days ago, we released our preliminary statement where we are looking at the whole process. Until now that the process has been concluded. Yeah. So the expressed will of Malawians has been expressed. Malawians have spoken as to how the process has been. It's a mixed feeling.
Mixed feeling, according to NICE?
No, according to us,
okay,
is that the most of the process were done in a much more improved. This time around, the process was better than the 2014.
Are you serious about it?
In terms of logistic management. There are also new reforms that the MEC has referred to, yeah, and so forth. But as to the result management, I think this seems to still be a challenge, in the sense that even in 2014,
yes,
results were also contested until almost the last day, and tomorrow would have been the last day within 8 days in terms of cleaning up. I think it's an area which we need to improve. One, in terms of training, two, in terms of revisiting, in terms of people that are recruited. The other aspect is also that the political party themselves, they should invest in their monitors so that they're on the ground. Yeah. Because all this contribute towards the integrity and credibility of an electoral process.
How would you describe it? Fair, credible elections so far?
I would say that at the moment I cannot be conclusive, but very soon we'll be issuing our statement.
Okay, after you analyze everything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, there are still issues that other stakeholders are raising, and therefore those issues need to be also re-examined. Because you may be aware that the petition was based restraining, so that in 10 districts, a recount should be done.
Yes.
And we are not too sure at this stage whether that exercise will add value. That one, I don't have the answer. And that's why I'm saying we also need to reflect
Okay.
and then soon issue a finalized statement on the process.
How can you describe MEC's execution of the same? Most of the civil society organizations are saying they have done a very good job. They have tried. You buy the same sentiment?
Yes, MEC have done a very good job this time around as compared to the 2014 elections. At each stage, they have been transparent. They have been consultative process, and also more importantly, in 2014, the issue was on the management of logistics, which this time around there were very isolated cases where logistics were not well managed, but by and by, logistics were well managed. The other aspect is about the biometric system. This time around, we had a very clean voters' roll.
Has it been effective so far, biometric system?
Yes, it has been.
Because some of the people we have interviewed, we are thinking the biometric system would have gotten rid of these things, nasty things we had in 2014, but still, we still had MCP going to court saying, no, we need a recount, and blah, blah, blah. The same with UTM.
You see, there are a number of issues there. The biometric system has been very successful in as far as producing a clean voters' roll, because the whole process in terms of credibility starts from a clean voters' roll, which MEC achieved that. The other aspect are about the result management, where electronic system is on it, but also there was also a human factor. In this process, because before things were uploaded into a system, they were human beings. And these are the areas which we are saying that we should improve. Because even in 2014, there were a number of queries around the way the result management was undertaken. Hence, the legal battle, which 2014 was the case, and even this time is the case. But over and above, now that MEC has finally reached the winner, we are appealing to all the political party leaders to behave as statesmen, to appeal to their supporters to be calm. And that if they have ongoing issues, they should utilize appropriate mechanisms, such as the court system, as they have done. We commend them that they had gone to the court for restraining MEC, as well as for a recount. We hope that they will actually take up, if they have any issues surrounding these elections, they will take similar approach in a peaceful manner.
Fine. Finally, we have another election in 2024. Is this the way we have to suppose handling our issues, or we should go? Some people are suggesting, let's go digital. Let's not have these squabbles where people keep on saying the vote has been rigged. How many people are ticking? How many people are not ticking? How many people are making sure that their vote is actually read or counted? And how many people are suggesting that we need to go further and improve and maybe go digital so that maybe we avoid these squabbles every time we go to court after elections or ballots have been cast?
You see, as we were saying, things are changing with time. We have started with the biometric. Let us improve on it. Some of those proposals are aimed at improving a process. At any given stage, we learn from the past. So we hope that the lesson that we have learned, these will actually help us to improve things in the future, including a number of areas that we have observed. For instance, the 8 days requirement within which a MEC should release the result. This can be re-examined because during the electoral roll reforms, this was one of the area was that the period is a bit shorter. It had needed to be extended so that it creates room for time for MEC and aggrieved party to thoroughly sort out issues as they are coming. We hope that we have learned yet another lesson in future elections we will look at some of these things.
Fine. We have to thank you so much, Mr. Mwaluwunju, for gracing us in this studio and telling us more on how you look at the whole process, the way it has been. And we also understand that you're going to release a statement yourself as a NICE Public Trust. Thank you so much. That's Mr. Olen Mwaluwunju, Executive Director of the NICE Public Trust in the country, explaining more about they have seen all this electoral process in as far as the tripartite elections are concerned. This is Aubrey Kusakala. Stay right there. Stay right there. We're going to continue with a further analysis to the same.
That was Aubrey Kusakala, and now this is King's Rojasi. I'm joined by
Leah Ntemwe.
As we continue to analyze how events have turned out. Leah Ntemwe, you've watched all, and the results are out. People are celebrating. We tried to speak to the DPP, but they rushed out soon after the ceremony was concluded. The MCP did not accept to come here and comment. They're saying it's not the time for them to comment. But in your own words, how can you say the process has been?
I should say that it has been a very good experience, like to me, being the first time to watch Malawi elections. So it has
This is your first time to cover elections, right?
Yes, it is my first time to cover from COMESA. I remember in 2014, then I was just an intern at a certain radio station. So this is my first time to be here at COMESA Hall.
At the main Tare Center.
Yes, and being one of those years which the competition was very tough. We talk of UDF, not UDF as such, but UTM, DPP, and MCP. Yes. So for me, it has been a very good experience, and looking how Malawi Electoral Commission has been handling some of the issues. It has been good. Looking at some of our different organizations, as they always do, like calling for press briefings, what and what, analyzing how
every
the elections
time
are
something
going.
comes up for us to cover. It's been hectic, the whole process.
Yes, and I just also love the issue of updating the public, like each and every time. You could have, you could see that almost like the first day, the day that people went out, like in the polling centers, choosing the candidates that they want, we could see like Malawi Electoral Commission was updating us each and every time until the third day, when they were at least giving us some space to come in and update us on some other issues. So it has been fine and good to me, a good experience also.
Okay, mwina kungo fotokozapoza mmene tsiku la lero layendera kuyambira mama muja kuti iyayi kukanali chiletso kena kuti azamva amika kuti iyayi mafolo tipanga press briefing tipanga update, mwina zinthu zayenda bwanji kufikira panopo?
Ndinene kuti chigawo cha kumasana kunalibe kwa anthu jasi, mwina anthu analuza hope kuti mwina zinthu mmene zimayendera dzana ndi dzulo kunalibe ku anthu ambiri anatilankhula kufotokoza nthawi imene anangonenano nthawi yosangalasa kwambiri ndi nthawi imene anangonena zokuti khoti yachosa ndithu chiletso ineyo malo moti ndione
Mwende mango this year mango lankula. Yeah, because it has been there for some time. Data chiramui, chiramui misandito. Eh?